Hi, we're into Scalp. I'm Trevor.
And I'm Yvette.
And we're going to be talking about something really important, the mistakes of SMP and things you need to avoid at all costs. So the first thing is obviously the pre-care.
Yeah, so this is a huge thing. It's so hard to work, and you shouldn't, as a tech, really work on somebody who has really dry skin. When it's super dry, you implant the pigment and it flakes right off. So what we recommend is the week before your first session, lotion, lotion, and lotion. And if you find you have a little bit more dry skin that is having a hard time even with the lotion, do a light exfoliant. So if you can jump in the shower one day, get some soap, scent-free soap, put it on a cloth, like a baby cloth type thing, and just rub it over your scalp, get off any of that dry stuff, and then continue to moisturize. Really, really key.
Yeah, there's a lot of upfront prep work
Yeah.
on the client side just to make sure that the treatment goes flawlessly. And then that's definitely a mistake of guys just walking in and saying, I haven't, washed my head for weeks, or I've just washed my hair and didn't moisturize.
So that's a big thing.
Definitely.
The second thing
is asking for too much. Definitely with Into Scalp, you will never leave our studio ever feeling like you have a black helmet on, totally overdone. No. So that's a really important factor to realize, because trust me when we say this, the magic that you'll see after session 1 and the immediate hairline after session 1, walking out our doors, you'll want more. And we do build that over sessions. But that excitement and that I need more, I want more, I have to have more is definitely a mistake. And we have a lot of conversations of ideally what looks natural and realistic, and what you may see when you Google online things that are overdone. And so be careful of that. When you're researching any place, you'll get a lot of those questions come here, and we'll be happy to answer those.
Yeah, and sometimes less is more, and it's never going to be a perfect thing. It's going to be a seamless blended look, but those little gaps and where you can still see the skin poking through is what helps it to remain natural. It's not about filling in all the skin that you have. That's not the point of SMP. So.
And that's a long-term game. I mean, that natural scalp skin that you see after you're done your sessions with us, and we don't see you for a long period of time. It's that long-term kind of, we'll see you years after, and we'll still have room to do some amazing work.
Yeah, for sure.
Another mistake is we work very hard with our clients to choose the ideal hairline, raising your eyebrows to see where your muscle and fatty tissue is and where your natural hairline used to be. But also sometimes clients have a vision of trying to go back into their early 20s or having that thick densified hairline.
Or they bring, which is totally normal. I mean, if you're gonna pay for something, you want it to be like the best. Some people will bring like a photo of themselves and they're like 15. Well, you're 40 now, and sometimes it doesn't necessarily fit with you now. So
and we laugh because there's so much excitement when clients know that this is a real thing and that it's possible and that it makes a natural, realistic difference. But selecting that hairline, I would say, even in our first treatment, is probably about 30 minutes of adjusting and tweaking and setting that right foundation that looks natural. And for those of you, when there's a request of like a widow's peak or a very hard barbershop lineup, we have those conversations of suitability and looking at, based on the framework of their face and their scalp or their ethnicity, all those important things coming into play to determine, what's that ideal hairline and what looks realistic.
Yeah, and then, somebody who say is in their 30s getting SMP done, well, what are you going to feel with that hairline when, say, you're 50? So our goal is so that you can grow with this look, that it won't, in 5 years be like, oh, I don't really like it anymore. You want to leave room to add so that years go by and we can add with touch-ups. But you also want the hairline overall to just be able to grow and age with you. Even as it softens, you'll always have that hairline there, but we still want you to like it in 10, 20 years plus. Yeah.
And there's a lot of factors with research, and we respect and value clients that have come in and visited intoscalp.com website or have researched other locations to find their fit.
Yes,
we can definitely deliver amazing work, but there's a trust factor and a bond that we build with our clients. And so sometimes a mistake is, shopping online and looking at Groupons or other kind of, save today 50% off deals. And that's definitely something that clients need to explore. But in some cases, those can lead into mistakes. And so sometimes we have clients that come through our doors and we have to kind of help them out from a decision that they made a while ago.
Although there's many great techs out there, so by no means, you know, it's just great to do your research, and you have to go sort of where you feel like the most comfortable on a lot of accounts. And then another thing I wanted to talk about, which I think is really important too, is, you know, the aftercare. This is a huge thing too. So, you know, we do the work here, and we you know, give it our heart and soul. But if you leave the studio and don't you know, follow the aftercare guidelines, that's sort of an issue too. You know, did you shave your head the next day? Did you go for a swim? Were you know, jogging, lifting weights, sweating excessively, all that kind of stuff, like 2 days after? The retention is just not going to be there. So we do go through all the details on what the steps are. It's also on our website. But that is a really big thing. So post-care, talking about the hairline, aftercare, all really, really important things. Definitely. So, but we do go through that in the consult.
Yeah, and then last but not least, it's just it's understanding the journey of it all. And and I mean, with us, I mean, I've gone through it, and Yvette's been so kind to let me work on her head from time to time, just because it's important.
I just wanted to know, like, sort of what it felt like. And
so
stuff, right?
Definitely, we can explain on all factors and understanding the journey of hair loss, and sometimes that's something that I think for a lot of clients that they appreciate. And so anyway, there's a lot to learn, but you can check out our Instagram at simply ink2scalp_SMP_studio. It'll give you a lot of information of the details of our work, testimonials of our clients, and obviously you can visit right here, ink2scalp.com, visit our website to learn more. And last but not least, you can always call us or text us.
Yes, 905-261-1251. Anytime, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Contact us.
Pleasure.